About $235 million could be saved if federal payments to Planned Parenthood were halted for just 1 year. That estimate comes from the nonpartisan Congressional Budget Office. Some Republican lawmakers are trying to pass a bill to block funds to the nation's largest abortion provider for a year. That funding would be suspended as Congress investigates findings of a series of undercover videos. A vote is expected this week. The House could approve an amendment shifting that money to other women's health care providers. Chuck Donovan is president of the Charlotte Lozier Institute, a pro-life research group. There have been so many failed attempts to defund Planned Parenthood. Is this a good time to pick up that fight?
Well, I think we've got an interim here where the public, while it has issues in front of it, has new revelations about Planned Parenthood's involvement in something that wasn't previously known, and that's the trafficking of grown baby parts, livers, lungs, brains, and so forth. It's graphic material. It's forced us to really reconsider what's going on in second trimester and earlier abortions. I think it's a good time to have a debate whether we support that.
So these undercover videos from the Center for Medical Progress are really opening a door for action here, probably a rare opportunity in this fight.
I think it's rare. I mean, Congress has really exercised very little oversight about the millions of dollars it has spent on Planned Parenthood programs over the years. It has new programs that can fund, like community health centers. Why not spend them there where these practices don't go on? I think it's worth having that fight.
We've heard that it could come down to shutting down the government. If that would happen, who wins, who loses?
Well, there'll be attempts to blame each other. I think the fact that this would be a singular issue, a singular focus, that the President of the United States wants to put everything the government does at risk in order to maintain hundreds of millions of dollars for an organization that pockets $127 million in excess revenue in the most recent year. I think that would focus public attention on this, and I don't know that the President wins that debate.
Planned Parenthood touts its concern for women's health. What do these videos show about that claim?
Well, one thing it shows, one of their consent forms out in one of the West Coast clinics, they advise women that the tissue taken from their babies will be used to treat and cure Parkinson's and diabetes and other things that are well beyond anything those tissues would be used for.
So that's a lie.
Well, it's basically turning the woman's difficult decision, more or less making it a matter of generosity on her part. Of course, it's going to affect her decision making.
And we hear all the way up to the White House nonchalant dismissals that these videos are not valid. How can that be?
Oh, I don't think it can be. The only way it can be is if you don't watch the videos. And it's telling, I think, that the White House has not watched them. President Obama's not even seen excerpts. Members of Congress, quite a few, have not seen them. That's one reason why you continue the debate, so they're forced really to take a look at what's there.
Chuck Donovan, the Charlotte Lozier Institute. Thanks for joining us, Chuck.
My pleasure, Brian.